talk about this. Apparently, Hasan already got caught betraying his own friends. So I have to see. I have to see the update for the Hasan Habibi Papiki Piker, you know, of the whole I guess subpoena that he's having right now. I guess he's like kind of like panicking now. Is he snitching? There's no way he's snitching, right?
Recently getting his subpoena from the U.S. Treasury, apparently over his
Your
Cuba
boy
trip
snitched.
and things related to that. Well, now he's on stream and people are saying that he's already snitching. He's already so afraid of all of this that he's snitching on his own people. Specifically, we've got, as you can see here, Hasan names Singham, PSL, Answer, and Code Pink in one breath. On stream today, Hasan Piker discussed the reported Treasury scrutiny and said the broader target is probably Singham and his operation. It's not me, guys. It's him. It's him. Naming PSL, Party for
Wait, there's a
Socialism
website for
and
OF leaks
Liberation,
already?
Answer Coalition, probably says Code Pink. Yeah, hold on a second. Let's scroll here. Yeah, Code Pink. And quote,
Oh wow. Okay.
anything he has ever
All
financed.
right.
Another top response reading, this might be the first time someone has turned state's
Jeez.
witness without actually being charged with anything. They just asked him to produce some financial documents, and he's drawing the whole organizational flowchart for them. Now, I'm not saying the response to this is coordinated in the top-down sense, but the number of simps going, it was public information in a matter of minutes, suggests that the group's DMs have settled on a consensus. And so, as you'll see in a second when we start playing the clips, that's one of Hasan's defenses. As people began to laugh at him for this, he was responding by saying, it's public information anyways. But it's like, even if it's public information, it's still funny that, like, within 48 hours, he's on stream, like, pointing fingers at his own people now. He's like, no, they're after them, not me, guys.
Well, that didn't last.
I think that ultimately the target is probably Singham and his operation, from PSL to Answer Coalition to Code Pink, like anything that he has ever financed. And it's not new. It's been around for a while. But it's obviously it's held through regardless, because like it's ridiculous, right? It's like totally fucking ridiculous to.
Well, so why is the guy wearing a business suit? Why is he wearing a business suit in almost every single time in these clips? I'm like, is he like working or something? Like, what's the point with the business suit thing? Also, why is he in a different background too as well? What happened to the old background? What happened to your room stream? You know? There's no dedicated leaks website. I'm talking about the website that comes up using the Asman method. Oh, I see. Okay, makes sense.
To try and to try and stop like
Is
the
he streaming in
political
his house?
advocacy of an American
Did he make a second computer for this
right?
setup?
Roy Singham is an American citizen. He lives in China now.
Just Shoehead made fun of his t-shirt.
He's a centimillionaire. I think he like has almost $1 billion. Not sure how much money he has now, but like he's been a funding vehicle for a lot of like political political movements in the country, like a lot of activism, and they hate that shit. Like the American government hates that shit, so they're trying to
Wait, are you? You're
jam
one?
him up. You know,
I didn't know you
they're
were
trying
one,
to hit him
honest.
on anything and everything they possibly can. That's
I
it.
didn't
That's
know.
the goal
as you can
here.
tell,
That's the
subtitles
broader
aren't
goal.
accurate.
Hasan then responded to that clip being shared by writing this on his own Twitter account. Everything quote unquote revealed is available on Wikipedia, but this Manhattan Institute weirdo paid to clip farm my stream, writes a sinister summary through ChatGPT, and every single moron on this website starts hallucinating that there's a comprehensive investigation, and I'm snitching. This website is making everyone on it dumber and prone to hallucination. But that then took us over here to this clip. If Hasan's records show he followed the Cuba sanctions rules, he literally has nothing to fear.
That's true.
Instead, he's reacting to a possible subpoena like he is the left's next revolutionary martyr. You kill me, you jail me, there's gonna be other people.
They have their own little fucking hug box where they're fantasizing about how like we got him. It's over. He's going to prison. Or he's terrified. He's scared. It's like, yeah, dude, I'm fucking. I've said it from the start. Okay, you kill me, you jail me. There's gonna be other people. You know, you're not
another Hasan Piker. I really doubt it, in my personal opinion, but that's just me though.
gonna be able to stop the people from feeling the way that they do. You know, you're gonna have to concede on their demands at some point. It is what it is. You know, I personally still believe that the democratic process is perhaps the most successful method of dealing with discontent.
Pretty much, yeah.
But ultimately, people are frustrated. I'm only one guy, you know? I'm only one person.
Yeah, I mean, he's not like shaking scared, at least in the clips. He's trying to maintain his.
I'm like the guy is stuttering his words at the end of the day to come up with a sentence. So, uh, I'm like the dude is has some fear in him
Composure. So I'll at least
to
give him
some
that.
degree.
But he says he's only one person. That is where I'm going to be like X'd out. He's probably somewhat maintaining his composure because, like I said,
Yeah.
he's not one person. This guy comes from a family
Hey,
of immense
Drafty.
wealth, and some of his family members are involved with political discourse as well. All of the Young Turks and Cenk Uygur. And so if it comes down to it, if he really needs to hire a lot of attorneys and stuff, hypothetically, I don't doubt for a second his extremely wealthy family would step in and help him with that, on top of the fact that he's also very wealthy himself. But his family has a lot more wealth than he does, even. And like I said, he's probably counting on them helping out if it comes to it. This was funny, too. So another person called him a snitch, and he actually responded to this guy. He says, "Nothing here is a crime, you freaking moron. It's all publicly available information
I
and
see.
claims
I
made by the
see.
government. Why are
Wait a
you
minute. Wait a
getting
minute. If you know the ins and outs, have you done stuff like this before? Question mark. Just out of curiosity. Funny how Hasan only dresses in suits after getting roasted by Shu on it. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, wait a second. Why is this guy wearing like business suits? What's the point of him? What's the point of this guy wearing business suits? You know? I'm like, he's not even a business guy at the end. It's just a dude who like streams in his room or in a specific room in his house. He's just a streamer. That's all he really is. I'm like, why do you have to dapper yourself up? What's the point? It's not like I'm wearing like a beautiful dress or so every single time when I come to stream, you know?
duped by a Manhattan Institute guy's sinister framing?" Oh, there's the
Ay,
sinister
ay.
framing one again. "Are you mentally stable? Are you a government agent? Huh, what's this one?" Hasan Piker admitted on stream that the Cuban government reached out through the embassy to his quote unquote middleman with a special offer.
Go to Cuba. Would you be down?
I fucking love Cuba.
Oh yeah, you'd be down.
Yeah, I filmed a
I think I
documentary
got
there once.
the Cuban government actually hit my contact from the embassy
What?
and told him that if the only thing stopping us from coming to Cuba was the
Well, that's just gross. Why does bro have
Oh my, that does sound pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie, to be honest.
to suck his straw right to the microphone? I was going to cut that out, but Hasan's speaking as it's going on, and we kind of need to hear the context on that. But yeah,
consistent internet access, we can make it happen.
Yeah, Cuba is sick.
Wait,
We
like
could-
the government
I
reached out to
see.
you.
So yeah, of course. It's well, not reach out to me. There's like
Wait, how
there's
recent is this clip though? That's the question to ask. I don't know how recent this one is.
middleman there.
Okay.
Because I had a doctor from Cuba. Cuba does this thing called medical missions,
Uh-huh.
and they've been doing it since I believe like the 70s, and it's incredibly successful. They have a massive,
G.
very robust like medical program because kind of they have to because they're under
is
an
true.
incredible
You're not wrong,
sanctions
Zero.
regime by the United States of America that the rest of the world thinks is abhorrent, except for America and Israel that keep consistently vetoing it over and over again. But this has created a
and then after Hasan named the PSL in that other clip the Party for Socialism and Liberation, we now see, so it turns out PSL has a lot of Reddit moderators, and therefore subreddits
PSL?
under its control, like The Right Can't Meme, Genzedong, Late Stage Capitalism. Effectively, the entire tanky faction on Reddit appears to be directly influenced by China. Thanks
It's
for
all
the
about
info,
China.
Hasan. And apparently that almost $1 billion net worth activist guy, Singham, is funding a lot of the PSL operations and activities. Now, of course, it is common knowledge how compromised Reddit is.
Well, to be honest, I'm gonna be very honest with you. I personally never liked the guy, right? At least with the certain takes that he has done or so. Especially from like the clips that have circulated about him and then saying about like, oh, you know, the US deserved 9/11 and whatever all the other mumble jumble. Oh, and also crashing out on that one refugee too as well. It's just kind of like it's just kind of weird. I just don't understand. Like, if you don't like the country, just move. You know, just move somewhere else. If you really don't like the United States, you keep hating and shitting on the United States, just move to a different country. I'm like, if I personally don't like where I live, right? Will not disclose, of course. If I don't like it, I'm just gonna move. That's it. It's pretty simple as fact, you know? Pretty sure Trump is gonna give Raul Castro and Maduro treatment. Oh, okay, I see. And just like everything about Hasan, I don't take anything he says seriously. I don't personally either, to be frankly honest, because I'm just, at the end of the day, I'm just kind of like, man, you sure are trying to cater to this specific side of the audience. Either these people are giving you such absurd money that you have to keep playing like charades with them, or you're actually as delusional as they are. It's either one of the two. It's either he's doing it for the money, or he's actually delusional as they are, you know? Either that money must be like crazy to some degree or something, or you know, or he's also mentally ill to a degree.
But nevertheless, it's pretty amusing that after Hasan talked about this on stream, all of this stuff has become much more public discourse and the public spotlight, so to speak. I wonder if his associate of sorts, Singham, is going to appreciate this. You know, Hasan could have just said nothing about all this and just dealt with it quietly, but instead he decided to go on stream and point fingers, so now here we are. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great week.
I don't know. I don't understand that, to be honest, in my personal opinion. I just discount and discredit everything that Hasan says as a dog shocker. Collar gate. And move on. It's way simpler. True. The people who pay for him to push this basically own him. Hasan is a mouthpiece for communist activist groups in America. But they don't even know about actual communist living, though. But they don't even know. How do they even know? Like, that's always the thing that I'm always like wondering. I was like, how do you even know about the communist life when you're not even when you never lived under a communist regime, or like a communist like dictatorship in that sort of way? Well, for you guys it's late. For me it's not. That's the reason why. But hi, nice to meet you though. Welcome. Bro has a mansion. I have a shack. Does that count as a mansion, to be honest? What if I got in 2 minutes of AD and it gave me ads? Two of those ads were the same ads. Funny how people like Hasan hate the American dream but love their benefits. That is true. That is kind of a bit weird thing that they like to, you know, kind of, you know, basically like take over, you know, the benefits of it, the loophole. That's the point. They wish to push people to embrace the communist revolution so they can assert themselves as a tyrannical ruling elite. That's so weird. That's so weird. Why don't we just send them to a communist country? Then they'll understand how it is. It's almost 6 a.m. for me. Well, good morning. Good morning. But yeah, anyways. I don't know. I share a glorified broom closet with a roommate in 32 degrees Celsius in the summer without AC. I got a shack, you know. That's about it. I got my little Shake Shack here, so where I live. So commie is good. You get a 50-90. Everyone 50-90. Commie is fair. Commie is equity. Okay, all right. Hey, King. Anyways, that's the end of the video. And honestly, it's kind of funny that he's already snitching or so on who the other organization is that actually, like, you know, benefit this. But then also at the same time, he just admitted, well, depending on the clip, how old specifically that clip itself, maybe my comment sections will tell me how old the clip is. If that's true, that Cuba actually contacted him and saying all of this stuff and everything, you know, Well, I'm like, it's not looking very good for him, to be honest. I actually have that video. I'm not gonna watch the entire thing though, but I'll watch a part of it though, because it's like ridiculously long though. Because they know they can't be rich and powerful in the communist country like Cuba. True, true. Oh well. Well, anyways, that's the end of the video. And it seems like Hasan seems to be a little bit nervous. He seems to be in some hot water right now. And peace.